Hi everybody, it's me. I just wanted to say that it was really fun visiting you all at home one last time and bringing you the things that were left over at school and just saying hi and seeing what you were doing, and you showed me some of your papers and I got a lot of No David pages, and it was just really fun to see you. So it was a good time, but I did notice one thing that I thought we needed to talk about a little bit. Several of you, I won't name names, Jilly, especially you. I won't name your name, but some of you had a bad case of stripes, and we need to talk about that. We've got to get you some lima beans. So maybe if your moms or dads or whoever you're with today hear this story, they'll get you some lima beans for dinner so that you will get rid of your bad case of stripes. A Bad Case of Stripes by one of our friends who wrote the No David books, David Shannon. A Bad Case of Stripes. Oh my goodness, she does have. And I have a wonderful picture in our collection of pictures at school of one of our friends who has a t-shirt, those very same colors. And he was holding the book and I took his picture when he had that t-shirt on. I think that was you, Alexander. I haven't seen Alexander with a t-shirt on lately, so maybe you could take a picture of yourself in that striped t-shirt and send it to me, right? And you know, now that school's out and you don't have to do homework, and I won't give you homework to do on these videos, how about just sending me some pictures of things that you've been doing? I got a great book from a friend. I'm going to read this to you next time. It's called Be a Maker. I wonder how you be a maker. Well, we'll read this next time. And so just send me some of the pictures of things that you create with your, what's that thing called in here? Imagination. David Shannon had a very good imagination. Put my glasses on so I can see the words. It was raining outside today and I got wet. Can you tell? Camilla Cream loved lima beans. A lot of kids like lima beans, but most kids don't until they get a little bit older. And so Camilla Cream liked them, but her friends didn't. And they made fun of her when she ate lima beans, and that made her feel bad. She didn't want to eat lima beans in front of her friends because she didn't want them to laugh at her. Was that kind for them to do that to her? No. So Camilla Cream loved lima beans, but she never ate them. All of her friends hated lima beans. They didn't like to eat them at all. And she wanted to feel like one of the gang, you know. She wanted to fit in. So she didn't want to be the only one eating lima beans and having the other kids make fun of her. That wasn't the way she wanted it to be. Well, today she was even more nervous because today was the first day of school. She wanted to wear just the right outfit so she would look good and all the kids would think she was cool and they wouldn't know about the lima beans. So she tried on, let's see, I think it says 42 outfits to decide which one to wear to school. Oh my goodness, 42 is a lot of outfits. I think you'd be in trouble if you tried on 42 outfits before you went to school. I don't have 42 outfits to try on. None of the outfits seemed just right. She wasn't happy with any of them, but finally she put on a pretty red dress and she looked into the mirror. This was the dress that she went and she put on, and she looked into the mirror. And when she looked into the mirror, she screamed. Ah! Her mother ran into the room, and when her mother saw her, she screamed too. Oh my heavens! You are covered with stripes, Priscilla. What has happened? And that was true. Camilla, I should have said Camilla, sorry about that. Camilla was striped from head to toe. Kind of pretty, but that's not the way she wanted to look. She looked like a rainbow. Oh, do you feel okay? Asked Mom. Are you okay, Priscilla? Yeah, I feel fine, she said. But look at me, Mom, I'm covered with stripes. Oh, get back in your bed, said Mom. You're not going to school today. Not with those stripes. And actually, Camilla was kind of happy that she wasn't going to school because she didn't want to worry about what to wear and what the kids were going to think. And oh, she just didn't think she could go to school with stripes anyway. So she just lay back in her bed. She really didn't want to miss the first day, but she kind of felt relieved. She had no idea what kind of a dress to wear with those stripes anyway. It was going to be regular with her normal skin, but now that she had stripes, how was she going to wear that red dress? She just didn't see that was going to happen. Poor Priscilla. Well, that afternoon, when the rest of the kids were in school, Priscilla's mother called Dr. Bumble, and he came to the house to look at Camilla. "Oh, this is extraordinary. Look at her tongue is even striped. I've never seen anything like it before. Camilla, have you been coughing, sneezing, runny nose, aches and pains, chills, hot flashes, dizziness, drowsiness, shortness of breath, or uncontrollable twitching?" "No," said Camilla. "I feel fine, doctor." "Oh, well then," Dr. Bumble turned to Mrs. Cream and said, "I don't see why she shouldn't go to school tomorrow. Here's some medicine to put on the stripes. That should make them clear up in a few days. If it doesn't, you know how to reach me." And off he went. He said, "Well, she can go to school then if she feels fine. I'll just give her some medicine to put on the stripes, and that should make them go away, right?" Didn't work, did it? You already know the story, don't you? Well, the next day was a disaster. Everyone at school laughed at Camilla. They called her Camilla the Crayon. She tried her best to act as if it was okay and it didn't hurt her feelings. But when the class said the Pledge of Allegiance, her stripes turned into red, white, and blue. They stood up to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and she turned red, white, and blue with stars. Oh no! She couldn't believe what was happening. Poor Priscilla. Look at these kids' faces. They can't believe it either, can they? And then they started to laugh. The other kids thought it was really cool the way she could change colors. One shouted out, "Hey, could we see some purple polka dots?" "I see some." She turned into purple polka dots on her face. Oh, somebody else said, "How about a checkerboard? Squares all over your skin." It happened. She got squares like a checkerboard. And then soon everybody started calling out different shapes and colors, and poor Camilla was changing faster than you could imagine. Oh my goodness. Poor Camilla. The kids are laughing. Camilla is trying not to cry, isn't she? All of this because she didn't want to eat lima beans, guys. That night, when she came home from that first day of school, the principal called her mommy and her daddy and said, "I'm sorry, but Camilla can't come to school anymore until she gets rid of the stripes. She's just making the kids too upset, and they're laughing and they're not getting their work done. And I've actually been getting calls from parents who are worried that their kids are going to catch the stripes too. So don't send her to school until you get the stripes fixed, please." Oh dear. Now Camilla was so embarrassed. She couldn't believe that 2 days ago, everyone liked her so much. And now, nobody would even be in the same room with her. They were all afraid of her because they didn't want to get stripes. Her father tried to make her feel better. "Is there anything I can get you, sweetie?" he asked. "No thanks," said Camilla. But you know what she really wanted? She was really wishing for a great big plate full of lima beans, her favorite thing to eat. But she didn't want anybody to see her eating lima beans, so she didn't say so. Poor Camilla. The next day, the doctor sent over 4 new doctors. They were special doctors, and they thought they could help Camilla with her stripes. Oh, there they came. They knocked on the door, and they looked at Camilla, and they looked at each other, and they went to work. "Oh, we've never seen anything like this," they said. They squeezed, and they jabbed, and they tapped, and they tested. Camilla didn't like it very much. One doctor said, "Well, it's not the mumps. You don't have the mumps. Or the measles. Definitely not the chicken pox. You don't have a sunburn. Oh, look, try these, said the doctors, and they each handed her a little bottle of pills to take. Take one of these each evening when you go to sleep. I think this will help. And they all went out the front door. Goodbye, Camilla. Good luck, they said. You think the pills are going to help? I don't know. Let's find out. I do know, actually. So do you, right? Did they help? Not a bit. That night, Camilla took her medicine. It was awful. And when she woke up the next morning, she felt different, all right. But when she got dressed, her clothes didn't fit. And then she looked in the mirror. And there, staring back at her in the mirror, was a giant pill with her face on it. That's me, said Camilla. I turned into a pill. Oh, no. Well, I don't have my stripes anymore, but now I look like a pill. It was not a good time for Camilla, was it? Oh, my goodness. So Dr. Bumble called some more doctors. These were even more special doctors. And they thought, well, it could be germs. It could be a virus. It could be bacteria. But we've got to go back to the office and check on these things. We don't know what to do for you, Camilla. They thought maybe germs or a virus, but they didn't know. So they just left without even having any idea of how to help Camilla. Well, pretty soon, Camilla was still in her bedroom. She could hear through the window a lot of noise out in the front yard. And when she looked out in her front yard, she peeked through the crack in the curtain. The whole yard was filled with people from the television station. They had all heard that there was a little girl who had turned into one big pill, and they all wanted to get a picture of her so she could be on the TV set. But Camilla didn't want that to happen. But they were all over her yard now looking for her. And Camilla got more and more nervous and frightened, and she started to turn into a tree. She had some roots and some leaves. You couldn't even recognize her. There were some berries on her and some crystals and feathers, and she had a long, furry tail. Oh no! This was awful. You could hardly even tell it was Camilla anymore. She didn't have a bad case of stripes anymore. She had a bad case of something, though, right? And then another woman came in and told her, don't worry, Camilla. Just try to relax. Try to think about you being quiet and restful in your bed. Try thinking about you being a part of your room. And Camilla said, oh no, I don't want to be a part of my room. No, no, no. And pretty soon, she melted right into the walls. Her eyes were the pictures, and her dresser was the head with the eyes on it, or with the nose on it, and her bed was her mouth. She had melted right into her bedroom. Oh, said Camilla. I want this to stop. Look at Mom and Dad. They were frightened, weren't they? They didn't want this for their daughter. And then things started to quiet down a little bit. All the people went home from the yard, and Camilla was resting again, even though she had turned into her mattress, you know. She wasn't very happy about it. And then she heard this. Did you hear that? It was a knock on her door, wasn't it? And when they opened the door, there was a sweet little lady out there. Wow. Huh. Excuse me, said the little lady, but I think you have a problem, my friend, and I can help you. What about that? This sweet little lady was going to help Camilla. Let's see if she can. She went into Camilla's room, and Camilla had turned into the room, remember? And she looked around. Oh my goodness. We do have a bad case of stripes here, don't we, Camilla? This is the worst I've ever seen. And out of her purse, she took out a little bag that had some green beans in it. Green beans, little round green beans. These are going to do the trick, said the lady. And Camilla's mommy said, are they magic beans? Oh, no, 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 they're not magic. There's no such thing as magic beans. They're just lima beans. I'll bet you'd like them, wouldn't you, Camilla? Oh, Camilla could hardly stand it. She wanted lima beans so much, but she didn't want to tell anybody. She didn't want anybody to know, not even this little lady, that she loved lima beans. So she said, yuck, nobody likes lima beans, especially me. Oh dear, said the woman sadly. I thought you would like them. I thought they would help you. So she put the beans back in her bag and started to go out the door. And just then, Camilla said, wait a minute, the truth is this, listen. I really love lima beans. I thought so, said the little woman. And she smiled a great big smile, and she took out those beans again, and she popped them right into Camilla's mouth. Remember what the bed had, her mouth had turned into the bed, right? She popped them right in. Said Camilla, those are delicious. Thank you so much. Oh, she just ate them as quickly as she could. And suddenly, the branches and the feathers and the squiggly tail began to disappear. Then the whole room swirled around, and when it stopped, there stood Camilla, all the way back to normal. Oh, I'm cured, she said. Yay! Yes, said the woman. I knew the real you was in there somewhere. She patted Camilla on the head, and she went outside into the crowd and vanished. She had just come to take care of Camilla. Well, the next day Camilla could go to school because she had no stripes. Yes, right? Afterward, she looked the same, but she wasn't quite the same. Do you know what had happened? She decided, I don't care if the kids know I like lima beans. I can like lima beans if I want to like lima beans. And so when she went to school, she ate lima beans. And she never, ever had a case of stripes again. Look at that. She learned she didn't have to do what the kids thought was cool. She wanted to do what she wanted to do, and she knew she liked lima beans. And look what happened. She's smiling, not even a touch of a stripe. Well, a little tiny stripe right up there on her bow, but that's not on her skin. Look how pretty she looks. She's back to school now, having a happy day. So, that story tells us a few things, doesn't it? Don't worry about what the other kids say. Do what you like to do and what you think is right and what you think is good. And don't be unkind if you see somebody doing something that you think, that's weird. No, you just let it go, right? We've talked about this story before, but I like to read it to you because you guys like to listen to it too. But Jilly, and I think it was Reed, I can't remember, and I know Aubrey too had some stripes going, and a lot of you did. So if you have a bad case of stripes, get off the lima beans, okay? Okay, guys, I will see you when I get my hair curly again from the rain. And guess what? Tomorrow it's supposed to be really sunny. So maybe we'll read a new book. Oh, I will read that book to you. Maybe not tomorrow, but I will read that book next called Be a Maker. Okay, guys, I'm going to send you a big hug and you catch it. Would you send me back one, please? Because I really need it. Send me back a hug. Here comes yours. Ooh, I got yours. Oh, thank you so much. That felt so nice. Bye, guys. I'll see you next time.